Okay, for this game analysis of this Teppen match, as you can see, I'm currently ranked B. I am still climbing the ladder, still new to the game, but as we look here, we can see that X plays a minion. I play a blocker, but I didn't realize that I could cast this removal spell, so I'll go ahead and do that. My hand is the Graveyard Entomb, a Mad Massacre, another removal spell, and I go ahead and cast that Entomb there, just because I have the free mana, or MP, so we do a trade there, and I am currently waiting for my MP to regenerate. I move the Mad Massacre to the left. I like to have spells that target my own units on the left side and the spells that target theirs on the right. I waited a bit long to remove this unit from X, so I could have been a little bit tighter there. I think I wasted about 4 seconds. I go ahead and destroy it. They play another unit. I drop the G Adult, which is kind of just a value creature right here. It spawns 2/2s when it takes damage, so you can see that he's trying to steal it here. I have no problem just massacring it to get rid of their unit. He actually casts this heal spell to kind of counterplay, which is fine. The G Adult was just value, so that doesn't matter to me. I go ahead and just cycle that spell anyway. You can see there that the Armadillo gets 1 hit in, and I prepare to block with the William Birkin, a 5 cost unit, and I do so. I'm winning the fight at the bottom there. I have a removal spell. I have the 10-drop M Bison, the Nikolai, and another Entomb, as well as the spell here that destroys one of each of our units, which I am actually going to go ahead and cast here in response. I realize that I can't trade with the Felicia, so it would be nice to get a hit in, but ultimately with the action phase MP, I go ahead and just use that. I also gain some hero art for that, which I end up using. So now here, the RNG puts the M Bison in the top, which actually works out for me, but still a little bit of RNG. I go ahead and block with Nikolai there. He soaks up a hit, and they decide to burn it. And I think for a moment, my 2 removal spells here on the right, the Corrosion and the Cruel Game, aren't able to target the Felicia, so I go ahead and cast the Massacre, massacring the really just the blocker. So he's done his job. Does a little bit more here. They decide to seal the Bison, which is fine. Again, I don't get the value out of it, but it's still a 6/7, and it's still keeping pace with the 2 spells that the X has put his ult into. It gains a little bit of health with the Armadillo there, so now he's out racing me. And I had debated casting the Scavenge, but I ended up saving just the 10 MP for another Bison. I managed to play the Zombie for 1 MP, so I get a couple of nice blocks there. He casts another heal spell. Ultimately not a huge deal. They trade down at the bottom. I get another Zombie back, so I go ahead and block with that. I still have this Corrosion that I haven't been able to cast, and the Cruel Game has not been helpful. The combat has just been very quick pace, which is fine. Now I Scavenge here. I gain a bit of health back. We're tied at 12, so this will gain me 5 health. If I had the MP, I would go ahead and destroy the unit on top. Unfortunately, I do not, so it gets a nice block there. So I go ahead and cast that this time, and we start to swing in. I guess the opponent is thinking a little bit here, but my hand is removal, 2 units, and 2 removal that's been mostly dead. I have the art for another reanimate, so I go ahead and do that there. Puts a Bison in mid lane. He has a second Felicia. No big deal. He ults up again, or arts up again. Top Bison just takes care of that. Mid Bison takes care of that. And I just take a hit here, or was prepared to take a hit. Now with some extra MP, I go ahead and decide to scavenge. It draws me a card, and at this point I'm more or less in control of the game. I have 2 large units, and he has an empty board. I suppose he had maybe an out, but I prepared the corrosion here anyway. And as you see, he gets the 0 there for his health. I end up taking that win and gain that star.